Crafting Journey, that journey chick on Instagram. Sorry, I'm not my usual bubbly self. I have a headache. But, you know, it is what it is. I think what caused it, I was crocheting in bed last night, and I just need, like, can you send somebody over to give me a massage? I want, like, somebody that's maybe about 6'2", 3". Anything over 6 foot is good. Dark. I like dark. I'll go for the dark ones. You know, on the physically fit side, because I need a really good shoulder rub. Just send him over, bring his massage table, you know. I promise to behave. But yeah, I think that would help. Last night, I was working on my Christmas premiere. It is very labor intensive. I am decorating the Christmas tree hat. And wow. So, not done with it. I realized fairly quickly that it was going to have to be through time lapse because it just took me a while to kind of figure out a way to do it, you know, just how I wanted to do it, you know, as far as what thread and you know, that kind of thing, where, I don't know. So, and I just never got into a rhythm, but it's okay. It's going to get done after about an hour and a half on the time lapse. Well, maybe an hour and a half total. I think I got about 30 minutes of it filmed, you know, me getting started on it, which I'm going to heavily edit because there's a lot of time spent with me just trying to thread a needle. We'll just edit that out. Unless I'm telling a story, in which case you're going to have to watch me thread the needle. But then I, like I said, I quickly realized we needed to time lapse this. So after, I think I put maybe a total of an hour and a half into the decorating. And I'm not going to show you my progress so far because it's a surprise. It will be part of the Christmas premieres. So, what in the heck is that, you say? Well, let me start diamond painting here. I feel like diamond painting this morning. Okay, Christmas premieres. This is an idea that Pippa came up with last year, and we did it last year. And a bunch of creators, we all get together, and we each film a premiere. And the reason that it's a premiere is because, you know, that way it frees us up to do whatever it is, you know, celebrate Christmas in any way that we like to celebrate Christmas. But then we have something filmed or on film, and these premieres will run from Christmas Eve through Christmas Day around the world. And so it's quite a large time span. I think there's 47 creators, and we're each going for an hour. And you know, that way, if you're by yourself at Christmas, because I think for the most part, I will be by myself this Christmas. So I'm going to watch some of these premieres. Some of them are very, very well put together, very clever. Mine is not diamond painting. Like I said, mine will be, I'm decorating my crochet Christmas tree hat, which you're going to see fully decorated before the premiere anyway. Dog hair. So why not show you my progress, right? You're dying to see the progress. Okay. Because you're not going to, this is the progress on the hat. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got these little, there's the gingerbread house. They kind of want to twist on me. I don't know why. There's Santa Claus. I got a little bell there. The star, we got to work on the star because, you know, just like any tree, the star does not want to cooperate. But there's the star. But I'm not leaving it on there because it's just going to fall off. but I got some of the lights and stuff. So yeah, hour and a half, guys, and there's more work to come. But you know what? I don't mind. I'll finish it. So last year I did a Christmas crochet wreath. Same color, hunter green, and it too was a lot of work. But it's something I really enjoy. So, and that tells me I've been crocheting for just over a year. And I still love it. I was sitting in bed last night and I wanted to crochet. I'm like, I want to crochet. I was watching Vampire Diaries. I gotta get this season 7 over with because, like, I am over this whole Raina Cruz storyline. And if you don't watch Vampire Diaries, I'm sorry, but we're on episode 22 of this storyline, and I am just ready for it to be over and on to, like, the love stories and the stuff that we know is fun about Vampire Diaries has kind of taken a back burner to this silly story. So I was sitting there, I wanted to crochet, and I knew that there was a hat that I wanted to crochet. But you need to, how am I seeing out of these glasses, for God's sakes? So you need 2 different yarns. So I puzzled. I came in the craft room and I puzzled for a while over which 2 yarns I was going to use. So I finally decided on a couple of yarns. One of them just it was not going to work. So I had to come back out here and pick a different yarn. So I think I picked a couple of pretty cute yarns, but I don't want to start a loom project because, I have an itch. I have a new loom that I should be arriving today from Nareda, a Sinwood loom. My first Sinwood loom. Woo! I will unbox it here for you guys. Well, no, I won't, because I want to open it right away. But I will show it here. I'll show it here tomorrow for you guys. Yeah, stop moving around so much. It doesn't help the headache. I am loving how the sky is turning out. I don't know if you guys can see it. Isn't that beautiful? This whole section here is turning out gorgeous. So yesterday, in addition to like trying to film the Christmas premiere, I decided, I finally got all my groceries from Walmart. I decided to make Billy's fudge. Now that's Billy's diamond painting and more. He has a fudge recipe, and he brought some to the retreat, just plain fudge. And but the recipe, when he did the film, he did like a Rocky Road version. So that's the one I wanted to do. So I made it with marshmallows and walnuts. He added caramel to his, and I realized as I'm making it that I don't have any caramel. I forgot the caramels. But oh my God, it turned out amazing. I think I ate 3 pieces of it. Yeah, I'm going to be like, you're going to have to roll me back to work someday. I don't know. You're going to have to bring the forklift to Elizabeth Avenue. Yes. So, yeah. And then that turkey tetra, did I tell you I made turkey tetrazzini the other night? Oh my God. It turned out so good. I've never made it before. I got all of the ingredients, I made it, and it made a pan of it like this, huge. And so last night I divided it up. So I have, I think, I put 3 portions of it in the freezer, and I've eaten it for 2 nights, and I still have a portion for tonight. And I'm letting the dogs have a scoop of it in their dog food here and there. I do that. I know that I shouldn't, but they love my people food, so I give them if I don't think it's going to harm them, I will give them a scoop and put it in their dry food, and they just think that they have died and gone to doggy heaven. So today is National, what do they call it? National, let me think. National Act Like a Time Traveler Day. That's the name of it. Okay. We got it. So here is what you're supposed to do on this day. I just think it's so clever. I am not this clever, but you must spend the entire day in costume and character. The only rule is that you cannot actually tell anyone that you are a time traveler. Other than that, anything's game. So here's some of the things that you could do. I just think this is hilarious. Show extreme ignorance in operating regular technology, such as payphones, iPads, televisions, things like that. I just think that's hilarious. Walk up to random people and say, "What year is this?" And when they tell you, say, "Oh my God, then we still have time," and then run away. Isn't that funny? I don't think the person would think. You need to have somebody like filming that. How funny would that be? Then you need to stand in front of a statue, any statue, fall to your knees, and then yell, "No!" Like you knew that person or something. Take some trinket with you. It can be anything. Hand it to a stranger along with a phone number and say, "In 30 years, dial this number. You'll know what to do after that," and then slip away. Oh my God. How funny would you? I dare you to do it. Anybody, like how, it just would be so funny. I could just go to a random person and ask, like I'll go to Walmart and say, "Hey, what year is this?" 2020. And I'll say, "There's still time," and run away. That's funny. That is funny. Good morning, Jake. What's going on there, little buddy? Oh my goodness. So, what day is this in history? Well, obviously the day after Pearl Harbor, we declared war on Japan. I think President Roosevelt was so stunned by the news, he did not even address the nation the day that it happened. His wife had a radio show that night, the night of Pearl Harbor. It was on a Sunday. She had a regular weekly radio show, and so she did her radio show, and so she said something very benign about it. Comforting, but benign. So then the next day, which would be this day in history, President Roosevelt addressed the nation, and Congress voted for war. Like, I forget what the vote was, but there was only one person that voted against it. One woman said no war. An extreme pacifist, much like myself. Although I don't think I would have been a dissenter in this case, because the attack was so extreme that I just don't think you could vote no. So, but this woman voted no. But anyway, it passed, and we declared war on Japan this day in history. Yes, I'm singing. So Speaking of singing, we'll come back to this day in history because other stuff happened this day in history. I just gotta find it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go. This day. Well, first we have to spell things correctly in my headache haze. This day in history. History. There was something. I forget what it was. I forget. Oh. Now I remember. John Lennon gets shot in New York in front of his apartment. Can you imagine? I say that a lot. Can you imagine? Some of you might have even been there, like in New York. Nareda lives there. She probably lived there during the time. Yeah, like this guy just runs up to him and shoots him. I don't remember his name. I'm trying to pull it up. You guys probably know. I'm trying to see what year it was. But you know, John Lennon, part of the Beatles. He lived in Manhattan. It's in 1980. Yeah. This guy just runs up, shoots him 4 times, and they take him to the hospital, and he died en route to the hospital. I was not crazy about the Beatles, but it was a little bit before my time. It was more my mother's time than my time. I was more like, you know, David Cassidy. I kind of, you know, that's who I grew up. I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed to even admit that. But yeah, Beatles were a little before my time. Now, my mom grew up with, you know, Elvis and the Beatles, but that was just not my generation. And then my son grew up with Britney Spears, and that's when this type of music came out called ska, S-K-A, and it was it was, I guess, head banging music. Like you just wanted to bang your head on something, you know. And every time I heard the music, I'd want to like do this, you know. I just hated it. Oh my God, I hated it. But then as my son got older, his taste got a little better, like Green Day and, you know, things like that. I didn't mind those bands. Hey, Jake. What you doing? He's cleaning his private parts. He's like, Mommy, leave me alone. So let's talk about Christmas for a minute, shall we? Because since there is 17 days until Christmas. Last year, what did you guys do last year? Or do you have like a tradition that you do every year? I did something fun last year. I wish I could afford to do it again this year because it was really fun. I went to Old Navy. Well, I didn't go to Old Navy. I ordered it online. But I ordered pajamas for all of us, like matching pajamas. The boys had one design and the girls had another. So there were 3 boys, 3 girls, because there's the 5, you know, the 2 grandsons and my son, and then my daughter-in-law, my granddaughter, and me. So 3 girls, 3 boys. And they came over on Christmas Eve, and we all put our pajamas on. And we had, I think I might have made like a taco bar or something, and we all made tacos and stuff. And of course, my daughter-in-law is Filipino, and I don't know if this is true or not. They have convinced me that it's true, that in the Philippines you get to open one gift on Christmas Eve. I never subscribed to that tradition. I always wanted everything opened on Christmas morning. Christmas Eve was the, gathering time, the anticipation. You were supposed to read the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Yeah, that whole thing. So we opened one gift, and it was the pajamas. Aren't I clever? Yes, so they got to open the pajamas. They all put them on, and we had a good time. Or maybe we didn't put them on. Maybe they opened the pajamas on Christmas Eve, and then I went over to their house on Christmas morning. Not too early, because teenagers don't get up early, even on Christmas Day. Teenagers do not care what day it is. They sleep in. So I went over there, and then we all had our pajamas on for Christmas morning. That's what it was. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think my son has a Christmas hat, like a Santa Claus hat. I think. Pretty sure he does. But, it's so hard to buy for the grandkids anymore. I didn't buy them a thing this year. Everything was crocheted. And I am not ashamed of that. I think I did a good job. If they never wear it, so be it. But that's their Christmas presents. I worked very hard on them. We'll see. We'll see. If they don't like it, I'll make them something else. Last year, I went over there for Christmas morning, and we opened all the presents. But do you guys have a Christmas? What are your Christmas traditions? Are you going to be able to do those this year? I think because it's just us five, unless the local government comes out and says, absolutely you must, no mixing of households, which they have said in some circumstances. In some cities, they have said that no mixing of households. Now, I don't know who's going to enforce this, because the police have said, nah, not us. And you can't blame them. I mean, how do you enforce something like that? I mean, this is people's families, for God's sakes. But the surge, post-Thanksgiving COVID surge, it's real, people. It is real. This disease is not going away. However, back to Christmas. So are you doing anything different this year than you did last year? I don't think we are in my family. I think I'm going to invite them over here Christmas Eve. I got to clean house. I don't know what I'm going to make for Christmas Eve. I haven't decided yet. It'll be something simple. And as far as opening one present, I'm going to let them do that at home, not here. And then I'll bring their presents over to open on Christmas morning. Lord, I just got the Christmas wrap out of the garage yesterday. And I found some Christmas cards that I had bought last year. Beautiful Christmas cards. I forgot I bought them. I don't even remember where I bought them. And, and then we usually hang out all day and then have Christmas dinner that night. I don't know that we'll do that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Because I am not going to sit there and watch football. No. It's just boring as hell to me. It really is. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the kids will want to play, I say this, in Christmases past, we would play games, Monopoly or Ticket to Ride, which is this really fun family game. If you're looking for a fun family board game, Ticket to Ride is probably one of the best. and not difficult to learn. I'd say 12 and over maybe is appropriate. But the kids are teenagers now. They don't, they just want to play with their cell phones. We'll see. Maybe just Christmas breakfast and then I will depart. I'll come home and I'll watch Christmas premieres and diamond paint. I don't mind. I really don't, because, yeah, I am quite adept at spending time with myself, and I'm good at it. I even can do my own massages, see? There. My shoulders feel much better. Ooh. I think my headache went away. Yeah, between the coffee and the exercise. Ooh. Come on, ladies. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How much fudge do you think I just worked off? None. No, I know. All right, it is Tuesday, so that means on YouTube you're going to get a tutorial from Crashly, Crafts with Crashly. Usually a clay pen tutorial. So I'm going to have to tune in, see what she's up to today. That is usually at 6 or 6:30 Central. I'm not entirely sure if it's 6 or if it's 6:30. Let me pull up the schedule, see if anybody else goes on Tuesdays, because I'm sure there's other people that would like to be mentioned. You're like, yeah, Rebecca, me. I'm sorry, I don't have it memorized, guys. I don't. Now, I just have to look for the person that sent it to me, the schedule. Oh, my word, she sent me a bunch of stuff after that. You can tell we talk a lot. Okay. Live schedule. And it's a living document, so to speak. So, in the morning is at noon Eastern, is either Lizzie, Melissa B, Craft with Me, she'll go on at noon. And this is what's on the schedule. I don't know if this is for real. And then Lizzie World of Gems every other week. So, and then Shalene at 4 or 5 Central, 5 Eastern, 4 Central. The coloring book Nook. I will be watching that. I love her stuff. I'm going to get my coloring book out and I am going to color along with Shalene, because I've been learning a lot from Shalene. And then like Crashly, and then Drea is on the schedule for 10 o'clock tonight. So check her out. Dreaming of Diamonds with Drea. Drea lives in my town. I've never met her. I need to meet her. We need to meet up. Drea, we have to meet. She doesn't live in my town. She lives in the next town over. I mean, let's be honest. She lives in Hutch, which is, and I live in South Wichita. So I'm going to say maybe an hour and a half drive between the two. I'm not as familiar with this area as she is, so she could probably calculate that better, but we could maybe meet in the middle somewhere. I've actually never been out to Hutch where she lives, so I would actually love to drive out there and see what it looks like. It's just a small little town, but it's supposed to be very charming. We shall see. I don't know. Drea, let's get together. Here's my plan for next year. No collabs. I'm not doing any collabs. I'm just going to announce that right now. No collabs. If you think you're in a collab with me, you are not. I'm not doing any collabs. If I have said I will do a collab with you, here's what we're going to do. You are welcome to appear as a guest on my show. If you want me to appear as a guest on your show, I will be happy to do that. But I am going to be painting whatever fits the theme for that month. January is going to be winter. I'll probably continue to work on this painting. That is the confetti nightmare that it is. So I'm trying to enjoy this painting, take my time. I don't want to put time limits on my paintings. And I think collabs have just been done to death. Done. I'm over it. I think subscribers are over it. If I feel like doing a giveaway, I will do a giveaway. It may be totally at random. I don't know, but it's going to be the year of Alice, the year of themes, the year of no collabs, just special guests during when I go live on Sundays or Wednesdays, Craft With Me Wednesdays. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing this week. What am I going to do on Craft With Me Wednesday? Guys, what's your suggestion? I colored last week. I will loom knit because I'm getting that new loom. Yes, Craft With Me Wednesday. We're going to look at the new loom, decide on a project. That'll be fun. And then we have the temperature blanket all year, and I will be putting together the collage quilt. That's going to be interesting. So I have a lot of cool stuff planned. Yesterday, I watched Shalene. She did a show about planners, and I decided on the Happy Planner. So I went to their website, and so I ended up going on Amazon, picking one off of Amazon. That is the Happy Planner brand. One that I thought I had a saying that was appropriate for my life, and had the things that I wanted inside that I could put stickers in, but I want to be able to write all of this stuff down every day. I want to write down, like, what did I talk about during my live, like, not during my live, during each show, like this day in history, because like when it comes around next year, I may not want to talk about that so much. Maybe I'll talk about something else that happened this day in history, if that makes sense. So I think that's why it's probably good for me to start the planner. My eye is twitching. That probably means that I'm at the 30-minute mark and I need to shut up. Can you tell my headache went away? Anyway, guys, if I'm in a live tonight, say hello to me. If you see me on Instagram, say hello. And I will see you guys tomorrow in the morning show. Bye.